Samsung SSD where underscore leveling underscore count meaning. I have Samsung SSDs on my own laptop and on some servers. When I do, I get results that I cannot understand. Here are some examples. Any idea how to read where underscore leveling underscore count? Some values are at the minimum, some are at the maximum. If consider laptop, Samsung SSD 850 EVO 500 GB, it is 0 and probably will go to 100, then will fail. If consider first server, 256 GB, Samsung MIS 7T 256 HMHP 0000, it is already at the maximum. Will it go down to 0?
Kingston described this smart attribute as follows. Number of erase/program cycles per block on average. This attribute is intended to be an indicator of imminent wear out. Normalized equation, 100-100 average erase count, non-max rated number of erase cycles. Ignore the raw data. In these instances, they can be manipulated by manufacturers to work in different ways, and look at the current value column. This source from AnandTech gives us a good indication of how to use this figure. The wear leveling count, WLC, smart value gives us all the data we need. The current value stands for the remaining endurance of the drive in percentage, meaning that it starts from 100 and decreases linearly as the drive is written to. The raw WLC value counts the consumed P cycles, so if these two values are monitored while writing to the drive, sooner than later we will find the spot where the normalized value drops by 1. All of your drives are at between 95 and 100, and will eventually drop to 0. This is an estimation of how many write, erase, rewrite etc. cycles each block can go through before failing, and at the moment, one of your drives is estimated to have used 5% of its current expected lifespan. Again, the key word here is estimated. Note also that your drives may use different non-technology, hence the differences in perceived life. Some non-technology expects blocks to last for around 1,000 P cycles each, others can be rated for as much as 30,000.
Smart reports a pre-failed condition for my Samsung SM951, a C128 GB, reported in Linux as Samsung MZHPV 128 HDGM 00000 VXW2500Q. But in my case I think it's a firmware bug of the drive. Because the total bytes written property is reported as 1.1 TB, while the drive has a specified total bytes written, TBW, of 75 TB. Which probably is on the very safe side, because similar MLC NAND drives all reached a multitude of that, 600 TB, in a real endurance test. And apart from the where underscore level underscore count warning, no other pre-fail or oldage errors or warnings are reported. While the reallocated sector count, which according to that test is good pre-fail indicator, is still 0. So my advice would be to examine those values for your drive/system and base your conclusions on that. I prefer the low-level utility stump which is supplied with libasmart, the same library that is used by GNOME disks. Use the following command, replacing /dev/sdc with the path to your block device. sudo stump/dev/sdc.
Short note on Samsung Evo and Pro SSD. So most interesting part of lifetime indicator is $25 for raw value? Does that mean I have 25% of lifetime depleted? Really no. Please see what Samsung wrote. Smart attribute 177, where leveling count. This attribute represents the number of media program and erase operations, the number of times a block has been erased. This value is directly related to the lifetime of the SSD. The raw value of this attribute shows the total count of PE cycles. This means that in my particular SSD value 98 shows still 98% of lifetime is remaining, but average program/erase cycles per block is 25 times. One more interesting thing. What is that size in GB? TB? Very simple. Take smart information to get sector size. Total gigabytes or terabytes written.